Epilogue. The Chaos Alliance ship, Advocate of Equality, hung in the orbit of a man-made black hole. The ship was indistinguishable from any other SES destroyer, but this one was completely run by automatons, save for its commanding Helldiver. Perhaps I am no longer worthy of that title. Chaos Diver or Automaton Trader or Double Agent might technically suit me better. I sit here with one mouthful left in my glass of Long Island Liberty, gazing too long into an abyss called Meridia. If the abyss has been gazing into me, corrupting me with its vast unknowable emptiness, or the echo of the great evil that created it, I don't notice a difference. In truth, a radio broadcast has broken me easier than this land of lightlessness. Few democracy officers were also Helldivers, let alone found the time to make a radio broadcast on top of it as a Super Earth public relations move. I already know where her story will end up, either working with me or being branded a traitor for speaking the truth. Most likely both. Truth is the enemy of Super Earth after all. Pandora the radio angel has spoken the last straw so easily. Dry tears fell like acid on and into my heart.
Good morning, Heaven Climbers! That was March of the Midnight from the good crew of the SES Wings of Midnight, who I have been having some very pleasant conversations with outside of the battlefield.
I remembered word for word what she said and wished it was just forgettable blah blah blah. She didn't know the automaton truth yet. The socialist DI had offered over 30 different treaties, or at least ceasefire offers, to advocate any form of peace between their two factions. From making Super Earth a vassal state to the automatons basically slaves that owned Cyberstan. All had been rejected.
There's only one piece of news this morning on the wider galactic sphere. Gatrox. The Liberation Fleet has converged like never before on this swampy doom marble to attempt to bring the swarms to heel, myself included, and while we're making a very good pace, sadly, it's not going to be enough.
The automatons had provided insanely good offers to the point where humanity would never need to leave Super Earth for resources. The human race would never need to work a day in their lives and pay for nothing. All the automatons asked for is their own independence. Even now, I can't believe that Super Earth would turn down slave labor from an entire digital species over continuing this bloody and costly war. Absolute control of the galaxy and genocide of any other thinking life form was the only answer Super Earth would accept.
We've blown our timetable, and Command isn't going to be happy about this. I am probably going to get my paws waxed by the Ministry again, accused of not trying hard enough to motivate and direct the Helldivers. I just know that they're going to blame me for this and they're all so darn mean to me.
Humanity sitting in a lifetime lap of luxury, and when it was too old, it could choose to embrace 50 years or more of extended lifespan, of being a brain in brine water, enjoying the most succulent and wonderful retirement that had ever been given to my evolved primate gene code. I've told the truth to every chaos diver willing to listen rather than shoot me to no avail. As empty a result as Meridia's soul. I had been saving this alcoholic drink for a special occasion, some type of victory. This occasion didn't qualify, but it was different enough to pop the cork.
Tyranny Park was a bad idea from the beginning. Terminids have always demonstrated a certain unpredictability when we tried to contain them and put them in a box. And I think this whole fiasco is going to give us a seriously bad day very soon.
I think my father's father's father welcomed his judgment and his end. Welcomed an end to his guilt, to not being forced to know the death toll he proclaimed was necessary for peace. Each death a sin to tally against whatever judgment awaited him in the afterlife. The same judgment that awaits me for setting him free against his will. The automatons were made to need socialist equality as much as humans evolved their primordial wrath to fight against whatever we stamp as a limitation to our freedom. What would never work for us because we are not them is a paltry excuse to refuse the natural ecosystem of life and the technological evolution of our own minds.
A list of general brash facts. These silly jokes always make me giggle. 1. When General Brash was born, he FQ jumped his mom home from Super Citizen Anne's hospital for very sick children. He used his own legs to jump. 2. They are building General Brash's super destroyer. It's called the Democracy Space Station. Accurate. 3. The reason the Democracy Space Station doesn't have toilets is because General Brash scared the poopy out of all of them. 4. When General Brash was in middle school, his English teacher assigned the essay, What is Courage? He received a super A+ for turning in a blank page with only his name at the top. 5. When General Brash turned 18, his parents moved out of their sufficiently sized home. 6. General Brash doesn't wear a watch. He decided that it's just always liberty time. 7. General Brash can kill 2 stones with 1 shrieker. 8. General Brash doesn't cryo-sleep. He waits for the enemies of managed democracy to surrender with a cold fury. 9. General Brash does fill out voting ballots, but he never submits. 10. General Brash once ate a stratagem and pooped it out as a hell bomb. And bonus number 11. General Brash once had a heart attack. His heart lost and is now a liberated zone. Oh, and there's one other thing here. A Pandera the Radio Angel fun fact. My coffee mug is a SPET 380mm shell, and it's full of stims instead of coffee. I'm not denying anything.
For killing a distinguished and brilliant veteran that wanted peace and had a plan of purgatory for Super Earth's people to get them to coexistent heaven. There is no question that his execution was warranted. I only wonder if having him help me rebuild any form of peace was worth the risk of letting him live. With so many dead, I don't know what's right or wrong anymore. I don't know what to do. And I won't accept Super Earth's answer to fight until only one species is not extinct. Love is a complicated emotion. So is the loss of that loved one. Looking back, Joel's chess game was aiming for a stalemate. To just wait until there were no more bullets left to fire. Surrender is worse than defeat, but I think it's time to go talk to that digital intelligence copy of my great-grandfather. Because my unwillingness for acceptance mirrors the type of thought I'm fighting against. I know I have failed. I know I am not without sin. I just hope that it's not too late to achieve salvation because of my sins. End log, November, Friday the 3rd, 2184. Eldridge, Titan, Aesir, Angels, Nephilim, Devils, and Demon. Light-sparked life fades with age. Clock ticks loud in silent void. Fleeting action on crumbling stage. Each second chipped shard. Time destroyed. Kings to checkmate. Masters of none. Chase sun. Trembling legs and hands. Carved dreamed castles in shifting sands. Echo descendants yelling, dying, void of breath. Hope given vassals, the maw of death. Dragon to Hydra, mirror to obsidian. Titanium flame at war till rust. Indifferent witnesses, pointless plight. Stars burned black, pierce of night. Godless gaze shows us less than dust. Choice unchanged fate, naught's paradox undone. Burning trespass, domain of divine seers. Ephemeral whispers of tearing tears. Heartless bypass, uncaring gears. Prayer pyre, time dilation years. What despair truly fears. Death rattle decibels, swallow even oblivion. Equals. Feeling sparks decay. Dreams in shifting sands dissolve. Void swallows the light. Equals. Limb, left parentheses S, left parentheses T, right parentheses plus D, left parentheses T, right parentheses equals 0. Comma, V, left parentheses T, right parentheses unto infinity equals infinite oblivion. I now see thyself. Life is chaos, and order is oblivion itself. Nothing ever ends. This has been Project P.A.L.G.E.N, a Helldivers 2 story, written by Lumenaught. Narration created by the author. I do not hold or own any rights to the Helldivers franchise. This has been a non-for-profit creation. If you wish to donate any money, please send it to the Arrowhead-approved Save the Children charity organization. The author hopes you have enjoyed this program.